Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. You already know what it is. It's the initiates. We got an emergency podcast, man. Drake just dissed Kendrick Lamar again, and the initiates got to be up on it. So we just want to do a continuation because last night it was getting late. Make sure you check out the video that we did last night. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. Of course, do the regular housekeeping thing. But this video is just an extension of what we were talking about yesterday. That's why we're going to hop straight into it. But before we hop straight into it, go ahead and introduce yourself, AD. Let them know your socials, things of that nature.
Peace of Tribe and Collective. Go ahead and get active on me on my Instagram at AD_Senpai33. You can go ahead, follow, and see my link tree. See me active in my martial arts game. Go ahead, check us out. We coming hard today. Pause.
Oh, shit. Yes. Sacred might be moving and grooving throughout the universe. Sacred, you there? Introduce yourself.
Sacred serpent, sacred serpent, sacred dark serpent on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, LinkedIn, whatever. Just type it in, it'll come up. The initiates, same thing. Just type it in, it'll come up. You're gonna see our four beautiful faces. So let's get it.
Link in the description. This Sacred Serpent said he the hottest on LinkedIn. Y'all just not hip to him. He the man over at LinkedIn. So make sure y'all check out Sacred Serpent on LinkedIn as we get into the build. The build, we're gonna react to a 13-minute video by Myron Golden. Okay, we're just going to you can't really say what a person is or what a person isn't. Just that if a person is putting down useful information, take notes, really reflect on it, because in order to become successful, we're going to have to learn. So with that being said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to listen. If something comes up, we're going to look things up, things of that nature. If y'all have any questions in the chat, go ahead and line us up with those questions. And let's get into it. Let's get into the video. Let's react. Like I said, AD is sacred. If it's any point in the video that y'all want me to pause, let me know and I'll do so. So let's let him introduce it and we'll get into it.
You are here because you have a business and you desire to grow that business exponentially. You don't want to grow it linearly. You don't want to grow it incrementally, but you want to grow it exponentially end over end. Well, there are three functions of business. If you're focused on the wrong function, your business won't grow. So what are the three functions of business? Function number one of business is innovation. Function number one, innovation. What is innovation? Innovation is when you look out into the world and you see that people have a problem and you understand a solution for that problem. You invent a solution for that problem. Innovation is when you develop, invent, create, or uncover a solution that the marketplace is screaming for. Sometimes they don't even know they're screaming for it. Like, we didn't know we were screaming for an iPhone until Steve Jobs invented it, right? So the marketplace sometimes doesn't even know. They just know they have a problem, and they may not be able to put it in words. Like, innovation is like when you have a baby and the baby's crying and you have to try to figure out why the baby's crying. The marketplace is like the baby, and the baby's crying, but the baby doesn't know why the baby's crying. Even if the baby does know why the baby's crying, the baby can't tell you. So you have to innovate. You have to innovate. Look at the problem. Look at the situation. Look at what's missing. Find gaping holes in the marketplace, and you need to create solutions that will fill those holes. And what's fascinating is everybody's looking for answers. You're looking for answers I might be able to solve. You're looking for answers I might have. I'm looking for answers you might have. And the people that show up in the marketplace with those answers that are the most elegant and the most clearly described will be the people who win the lion's share of that business. So the first function of business is innovation. The second function of business is marketing.
All right, so we got the first function of business, which is to innovate, create a solution, got to figure shit out, right? Because everybody is looking for answers. So in the midst of starting your spiritual business or starting your actual business, what problem are you solving, right? if you like, because if you can really get to the crux of solving a problem, then that's how you're going to get into sales. Because one thing's for certain, you got to be okay with no, and two things for certain, that you got to be consistent every day. And the reason that people are consistent, because they know they solving a problem, and some people don't even know that they having a problem. Y'all got anything to add before I move on with the video?
I'm good on that part. Sacred.
No, big dog. I think you got it covered.
All right, let's go.
Marketing. And when I say marketing, I'm going to include sales as a subset of that. So marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is the art and science of discovery.
By the way, I haven't watched this video at all. Right? We just on the same page. Like we just be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he's gonna go into the marketing and sales or nothing like that. It's just that's just me being psychic right there. But let's go.
Discovering and developing in other people a desire for more and more of your product, your service, or your opportunity. Developing in other marketing. What is in the lion's share of that business? So the first function of business is innovation. Second function of business is marketing. And when I say marketing, I'm going to include sales as a subset of that. So marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is the art and science of discovering and developing in other people a desire for more and more of your product, your service, or your opportunity. And I know I said that really fast, so I'm going to say it again. Marketing is the art and science of discovering and developing in other people a desire for more and more of your product, your service, or your opportunity. Now, when I say marketing is the art and science, the art of marketing is the part that people feel. It's the part that makes people smile. It's the part that makes people say, I don't know, there's something about it. I really like it. That's the art of marketing. The art of marketing is when you are tapping into human nature and human emotions, and you're tapping into what people feel like, that maybe the sounds that they like to hear that make them feel good. Maybe it's the sights, the colors, the fonts, all of that stuff is part of the art of marketing. What is the science? The science of marketing is it's the formulas, it's the patterns, it's the research, it's all of the things that you do that can be measured. Like you can't measure the this is how good somebody feels when they see the color yellow mixed with the color like on top of the color blue. You can't measure that. That's art. You can measure how many presentations does one have to do before they make a sale. That's the science. You can measure how many people do I have to put my message in front of before somebody gives me their name and email address. You can measure that, right? So marketing is both art and science. And what happens is an artist will get involved in business and they will think it's all about the art. And a scientist will get involved in business and they'll think it's all about the science. But it's not all about either one. It's all about both. In fact, people buy, and you've probably heard me say this once or twice, but people buy for one reason only. That's because they feel like it. In fact, human beings, I believe, are singularly motivated. What does that mean? I believe people do things for one reason only. That's because they feel like it. And so your job as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a solution creator is to help people create an environment that makes people feel like buying your solution. Now, after you create the environment that makes them feel like buying it, that's the art, then you give them some logical reasons to justify the feeling that they have so that they actually hand over the money. That's the science. So marketing is the art and science of discovering. Now, most people think that marketing is handing out information. It's about disseminating information. It's about handing out flyers. That's not marketing. That's promotion. It's not marketing. Marketing is not giving out information. Marketing is gathering information. It's the market research, right? It's the art and science of discovering what? In other people, a desire for what you have. So here's what's really fascinating to me. People say, Myron, where do I find people to sell my stuff to? You're asking the wrong question. That's always the wrong question. Where do I find people to sell? But I got this really great thing that I've innovated, that I've invented. Where do I find people to sell this to? You're asking the wrong question. You should be asking the question, how do I make myself findable for people who already want to buy what I already want to sell? That's a better question, because there are right now hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, potentially millions, potentially tens of millions, potentially hundreds of millions of people in the world who would already love to buy what you'd already love to sell if they only knew you existed, and they can't find you. So you know what they do?
So on that note, when you're talking about making yourself findable, you got to be willing to like put the money up too, because like everybody got an Instagram, everybody got a Linktree, everybody got an Etsy, everybody got a Shopify. But I'm pretty sure all those tools have ways that you can boost your posts, you can boost your shop, make your shop findable. So it's just like most people will spend their time swiping through Tinder and promoting themselves on there when you can promote yourself on your business. So put money inside to be able to promote yourself. That's another key factor. But you can resume, bro.
And, and you got to be careful with that because when you paying money to TikTok or Instagram to boost your posts, it's going to boost it to bots. So when you read about when he's saying make yourself findable, I just think like if you have a TikTok and you have an Instagram, you shouldn't post until you know what you're selling. You got to figure that part out. Because then when you figure out what you're selling, then your posts are pertaining to what you're selling. Right. And then you can throw the goofy posts in there here and there, but mainly your bring people if people like your content and they like your profile and then they like look at your profile and you have nothing to sell them, what was the point of making good content for? So TikTok shop, Instagram business are good ways to start up. But making yourself findable is really in reference to how professional you are when it comes to YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. Best thing you could do is come up with a PowerPoint presentation. Get on YouTube and go point for point for point for point with a nigga, right? That's how
Okay.
you're gonna make yourself findable because if if you put valuable information in there that's somewhat engaging and entertaining, a little bit of color with it, color coordinated, you would make a huge impact. And the best content is actually when we remove our face and just put the information there. But yeah, um, I would be careful with boosting posts and stuff like that because you spend more money. Now, I do believe in Facebook ads, but that requires education and information to get to a level of even seeing how you spend your money in that because you can waste a lot of money doing those meta ads. But you got something to say, Serpent, before we started?
Yeah, I would, I would, I would echo those same sentiments. And at the same time, I would add to it that you could actually end up losing yourself just buying into the theory that you can just pay to boost your credibility or awareness or just your visibility within whatever network or demographic that you're trying to sell to. The idea really is to have sort of the receipts for it, right? So like he said, a PowerPoint presentation, point for point, where people have a visual and an audio um file on you to say, hey, like this person clearly knows what they're talking about. They've clearly done some work. And they have the receipts to show it because they're showing us at the same time. So I think all of that matters. And then it also would entail to what type of subscribers and what type of customers you're going to gear towards your algorithm at the same time. Because if you're doing everything based off of
So I think you can go ahead and start it,
just
bro.
paying like bots and stuff like that, if you get caught up into that realm, there's no way of knowing who's actually paying for your stuff and who's not. Like that's an actual being. And then you might just end up pandering to a demographic that doesn't even matter. So like yeah, I think it's crucial to sort of like organically put yourself in a place where you can be seen. That might
Mhm.
entail you opening up subscriptions on places that you say you never be to, but you might have to in order to get your thing out there. You have to take yourself out of the consumer realm and put yourself into the producer realm, so to speak, and allow it pan back a little bit and allow yourself to just see it from a holistic view as opposed to just one compartment, so to speak.
Mhm. And one more thing to add on: everybody don't got a Shopify. Shopify. Everybody not on YouTube. It's very small percentages, you know. So when you make those choices, and really like you could create your brand to be a luxury brand right now, tomorrow, and we could really sit down and cultivate a product that you could have, right, and that could be your link. So everything that you do, even Myron Golden talks about this, it funnels to something. And that's kind of what the work we need to like in the Discord or this year. I'm gonna really try to get people on to like, what is it that you're selling? And now you could be selling Substack subscriptions like Ra. You could be selling tarot readings like AD. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying? People got to know that. And then when it comes to your service, product, or good, you should have a long form video. I'm saying 2 to 3 hours of explaining the person point for point. You know why that's valuable? Because if a nigga is willing to sit through a 3 hour video of you talking, by the end of that 3 hour video, they're gonna be able. They're it's not even going to be a thought for them to just pay or give you money. You know what I'm saying? Now, and this could be for art. You know, if you're an artist, show me how you come up with some shit, and I want to see you. I want to see you paint. You know what I'm saying? Just sit. I want to see. You know, you gotta. It's the best friend theory. Your best friend, not the nigga that saved your life, right? It's your best friend is the person that show up for you day in and day out. You can
Every
always,
day.
yeah, that's your best friend, right? And that's how you got to think of it when you're building up a brand in the audience. You can't be sometimey with people, because when you sometimey with people, they'll be sometimey with you, and you're not gonna grow your business. Shout out to Dreamwise, OG of the OGs out here, man. What's up with we? I was just talking to somebody. I was telling them about the Sunday service, man. Come on, man. Bring it back for the one time, two times, man. Come on, Dream.
No
Stop
cap.
playing with us, man.
You damn sure need to.
You playing, Dream. Sunday service. What? Come on now. Let's continue to react though.
They buy from the person they can find. How many of y'all tracking? Wave at me, my peeps. Okay, so good. So what we want to do is we want to make sure when we're innovating, we're using the art and science of discovering. We're discovering in other people. We're out in the marketplace looking for holes in the marketplace. You want a scientific tip right now? Here's a tip for you. There's a website called Answer the Public, right? So if you go to answerthepublic.com, it shows you questions people are asking about a specific topic. You go out and you figure out the answers to those questions, and then you go create a YouTube video. Then you go create an Instagram post. Then you go create a Facebook post. Then you go create a tweet that solves that problem for people, right? So it's the art and science of discovering. But after you discover the problem, now you've got to develop a solution. So it's the art and science of discovering and developing, right? You develop a solution, and then you develop a more intense desire in the people that you found that have that desire. You intensify their desire to have your solution. So it's the art and science of discovering and developing where? In other people, a desire for your product, your service, or your opportunity. Now, when I say they desire your product, your service, or opportunity, don't be deceived by that. It's not really your product they desire. It's not really your service they desire. It's not really your opportunity. It's the solution that product, service, or opportunity provides for them. That's really what they're looking for. So marketing is the art and science of discovering and developing in other people a desire for more and more of your product, your service, or your opportunity. What's the third function of business? The third function of business is money management. Say, Myron, money management. What's that? Money management is managing the cash flow of your business so the outgo does not exceed the income, so the upkeep does not become the downfall. And I see it all the time. You see people that what they do is they start a business, they have a little bit of success, they go blow a whole bunch of money on something they didn't need. And because most people, it's really interesting. I believe the number one reason business owners mismanage money is because nobody ever taught them how to think negative when things are positive. I bet you weren't expecting me to say that, were you? Say, what do you mean that nobody ever taught them not to think positive, to think negative when things are positive? See, what happens is most people think winter when it's winter. They think summer when it's summer. They think good thoughts when things are good. They think bad thoughts when things are bad. And we need to flip the script. We need to be thinking about anticipating the day when it's really, really good. I need to be anticipating the day when it's not going to be this good. I need to be preparing for the day when it's not going to be this good. I need to be getting my mind wrapped around, okay, it's good right now, but just because it's good right now doesn't mean it's always going to be good. Because it's like all I have to do is be alive for more than a couple of decades to know the good times don't last always, and neither do bad times.
Hey, pause
right?
it.
And so it's really interesting. King Solomon, the wisest, wealthiest.
So if you guys was watching last night's video, this is one thing Hood was talking about, like having that inventory, having everything built up. So even on your slow days, you still got it, or even on your busy days, you always got it. Creating that inventory is like the biggest key. Because there's some people who try to buy it and then it's gone, it's out of stock, or you learn how to make it yourself, then you could just stack and stack and stack. So be innovative.
Yeah,
that's super.
That's deep.
That's super spot on. Like, and just know, like, if you take from like even something like from my pharmaceutical days, right? We would always say we would always say, like, I don't care how much bread I got in my pocket, as long as I got work, I got money, right? So if you view it from that angle, as long as you got merchandise, you have money. You know, it's the idea of needing to see that stuff on your bank account. Like, that's not necessarily as important as having the accumulated merchandise on hand, just in case somebody hits you tomorrow and be like, well, I need 1,000 pieces of this, right? You need to have that, right? Like, so yeah, merchandise is gold.
Is Satan talking? I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Oh, okay.
Merchandise is gold. So yeah, absolutely. You need that merchandise. You need that accumulated merchandise. So if you go broke buying merchandise, you're not necessarily broke. You just transferred the assets to a different compartment of your business.
Yeah, I mean, that's why if you look at any business from Walmart to them, any business is hella inventory. It's a reason, because like the inventory, it don't seem like companies just spend inventory and inventory and inventory and inventory, but like that inventory is the money, right? The money isn't the money. Having a good product or service is the actual money. But is the solution tied up into your inventory? Like, can you see a solution? People gonna want to wear shirts. So if I just got 1,000 t-shirts, sooner or later, opportunity just so happened everybody need black shirts, and I got 1,000 of them. Here, take these 1,000 shirts for double what I paid for it, so I can make a double profit real quick. But it's like, if I didn't have the shirts, I wouldn't have made the money. But it's like, every day people put on socks, right? It's just so many different ways that you can create a solution and create the innovation. But then you got to also think about the marketing. People don't know that they need socks for real until you tell them, man, you need socks. Now they know that they need socks. But once you sell one pair of socks and you spend that $2 on whatever, it was pointless. Like, the whole business transaction.
I don't know why, but that shit sounds so fly when you said it like that.
I'm serious. Marketing is why Coca-Cola and Pepsi do ads, because once a nigga drink a Pepsi, it's gone.
Niggas don't know they need socks though, son. Niggas don't know they need socks. That's
niggas don't know. You got to tell them, like, what kind of socks you wearing. Nah, for real. Like, what kind of socks you wearing? You got them shits from fucking Walmart or something?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
need the gold toes. You ain't got the gold toes though.
They got chemicals on it. You've been stressed out, haven't you? Listen, nigga. They call it the soles of your feet, nigga.
The soles. That's your heaven right there. That's your heaven right there.
Listen, you got to get these Egyptian quality socks that I got, nigga, because you didn't even know. Once you put on these golden socks, nigga, with the gold toe insole, nigga,
it's boosting your testosterone.
It's boosting your testosterone, reducing your anxiety, nigga. Like, listen.
Nigga, your libido will be on sleep, my nigga. Your libido will be going through the roof, my nigga.
Hey, now you didn't even know you needed them socks, did you? Now you know. Now you know. Socks.com. Check out my website. No.
This man who ever lived. Here's what he said. He said, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise." Which, having no guide, means the ant self-taught, or overseer, that means an ant is self-motivated, or ruler, that means an ant is self-disciplined, gathereth her food in the summer and provideth her food, gathereth her meat in the summer and provideth her food in the harvest. What does that mean? The ant is preparing, uses the good times to prepare for the bad times. And then the bad times, they rest up and look forward to the good times. And that's what we have to learn how to do as entrepreneurs. We have to learn how to think winter all summer. We have to learn how to think summer all winter. Like I see businesses that are doing $300,000 a year and they got 17 employees. Like, why? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, people, like, you hire people too fast. Hire people slowly, fire them fast, right? Like, as soon as you know this, they ain't a fit, like, it's hasta la vista, baby, right? So you need to hire people. Take your time hiring people so you don't end up hiring the wrong people and wasting a bunch of time and wasting a bunch of money, right? People, they have a little bit of success and they go buy a building, they go buy an office, or they go rent an office. Man, my business was doing, hear what I'm about to say now. We were doing $6.2 million a year out of a spare bedroom in my house. How about that?
Straight jugging.
With a handful of part-time people. Like, we think that we have to spend all of this money. I mean, yeah, we bought an office space and all that, but in order for our business to buy an office, the year we bought this, our business did 8 figures. The year we bought this building, and we could have paid cash for it, but we didn't. We used the bank's money. It's way cheaper than using our own. What am I saying? I'm saying think winter all summer. So, innovation, marketing, money management. Now, here's the question. Of these 3 functions of business, they're all important. Which one's the most important? Is that a good question? Because the one that's the most important is the one that we really need to hyper obsess over. Which one is the most important function of business? I'll tell you which one. Innovation. Good guess. Anybody have a different guess or the same guess? Who thinks innovation? Okay, a couple of y'all.
I'm going to bring it back up real quick, but put it in the chat what you think is the most important. Innovation, marketing, or money management. And I got to find this video because I deleted it on accident. So give me a second. Throw that in the chat for me while I find the video. What's the most important in the 3 business strategies? Innovation, marketing, or money management? What do y'all think is the most important?
Money management. The reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, it's going to be people who get business for like 3 years straight. Then in that 4th year, it's slow as hell. Well, now you have all that money that you stacked and saved right, your inventory right, everything right. So now all you have to do is focus on the marketing and innovation harder because your money is right. Usually when everybody money right, they feel more confident to do everything else. When your money not right, you like, do I want to pursue this or?
What say you, Serpent?
I kind of feel like this is like a weaving type deal where like where yeah, you know, like where one doesn't coexist without the other. Like, cause I hear big bro over there, AD, like, you damn right, you know, you need to be able to manage your money in order to go forward, right? But I would think the idea and the mechanism that is in place to always come up with new ideas is just as important, because the money can run out, right? Like, the money runs out and you no longer have an idea, or said market.
You shit out of luck. You shit out of luck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or said market goes dead, then you like sitting on all of this product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think like the idea is just as important as the management. But I mean, what say you, Hood?
Me, I would say if I can't imagine something and I'm broke as shit, but I can market some shit, nigga, my kids gonna eat. You feel me? because
Yeah.
I'll do a 50% off deal, 75% off deal.
Mhm.
I'll eat your pussy. Like I'll do so. I'm doing something. You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
these
Yeah,
cheeseburgers, man.
got these cheeseburgers, man.
Snickers
I
is
got
doing
these
doubles. Snickers is
cheeseburgers,
doing doubles
man.
that week, nigga.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'll drive Uber, DoorDash at the same damn time. At the same damn time, like nigga, you will not like. I think marketing is the most important. But let's see what Myron says because I don't know. We got 3 different answers. I love shit like that because it shows the audience that we ain't just 3 niggas that just agree with everything. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
we
think
not
something else.
agreeable. We not agreeable niggas at
Yes,
all.
ma'am.
Not at all.
Marketing. Alana thinks marketing. Who thinks marketing? 2 people think marketing. Who thinks money management? Okay, money management. Deborah thinks money management. Now, who's not going to raise their hand no matter what I see? Because we got some of those too. Okay, there we go. Okay, so all right. So the most important function of business by far is marketing. Why? Well, because if you're good at innovating and you're not good at marketing, you ain't gonna make no money.
True.
See, people who are good at marketing, they make money even if they're not good at innovation, which is kind of unfortunate, which makes a bad name for those of us who are good at innovation and marketing, right? Yeah, if you're good at money management, but you're not good at marketing, you're not gonna have any money to manage.
Type shit.
Right? So this is where you need to focus your energies. And when I say marketing, I'm including sales, I'm including like promotions, I'm including audience building, I'm including social media, I'm including all of that stuff. The place we need to spend the majority. It's so interesting. Like you don't have to be great at a lot of things. You just have to, if you're really good at one thing, and then you spend most of your efforts in building your audience, in your marketing, your business can succeed. It's amazing. It's amazing how well it can succeed. Like our business is fairly successful. It's all relative, right? It's all relative. It's fairly successful. I mean, we do millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. So most people would like to have that as a business. The thing that we obsess over the most in our business is the marketing department. We have more people in our marketing department than all of the other departments put together. And right now we're looking to hire some people. And guess where we're looking to hire? Marketing. People to edit videos. People who are social. Like, here's what I discovered. If you can solve a problem for people, it doesn't have to be a whole lot of problems. If you can solve a problem for people and you can build a media machine to let people know you exist, you can become a billionaire. Wrap your mind around that. Kylie Jenner, I don't even know who Kylie Jenner is, but I've heard the name. I know, if she came in here, I wouldn't recognize her. I have no idea. But I heard somebody talking about this as a stat. She became a billionaire when she was 24. She didn't become a billionaire because she was a genius at innovating. She became a billionaire because a whole bunch of people knew who she was.
Type shit.
Think about it. What is a celebrity? A celebrity is nothing more than a person a whole bunch of people know who they are. Huh. So my advice to you is to really obsess over solving people's problems and then obsess over making sure they find you. If you do those 2 things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you write a book. It doesn't matter if you do merch. It doesn't matter if you do e-commerce. It doesn't matter if you're a coach or if you have an agency. If you hyper obsess over solving other people's problems and then hyper obsess over them and you becoming findable, your business can't do anything but succeed. So, like the video.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. What they say, AD, over where your part's at? Right there?
I love it when you do it right there.
Right there. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. We're going to do more videos like that. I feel it in
That's
my
that bow
soul.
bow right there. That's that bow bow.
Oh, yeah. That's that St. Louis shit, too. Bow, 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 bow. That's where Sexy Red from. Imagine AD with a chick like Sexy Red. No wonder you like white chicks. You in St. Louis. God damn it.
People finally understand me now.
I get it.
I get it.
It's either Sexy Red or Becky. Like, I don't know.
Yo, both sides of the
Even
extreme, my guy. Both sides of
even
the extreme.
yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a crazy life, man. St. Louis is just one of the most craziest places on earth. Like nobody ever talks about it.
It's a
No,
movie every night.
Niggas
Probably a
be so
movie every
hard here,
night.
bro.
what you
Niggas
say,
try,
AD?
niggas try to be the hardest motherfucker here for some reason, bro.
Man, that is so crazy. Like that is so crazy. I just don't even understand. Like, why is y'all so thugging? Like, it's just St. Louis. Like, go to the river and do some offering. Go to Cahokia and meditate. Like, y'all don't
Them
even have
niggas,
to be like
them niggas
this.
be gang banging at breakfast.
Gang banging at preschool, nigga. It's weird. It's weird. Gang banging preschoolers. But no, we're gonna do more videos like this. Just we don't even gotta do a long one. You know what I'm saying? People can actually take the notes. Cause I was taking notes. I don't know about y'all.
Hell yeah.
And yes. Yeah. But yeah, we can link later.
All right, that's what's up.
All right.
Peace
Peace
to the
to the
fam.
tribe, and I'll see y'all on the flip side, man.
That's what's up.
Stay smooth, y'all. Peace, collective.